Okay, so let's go ahead and work through Tuesday's warm-up together. I'm going to start with my preferred method for this system of equations, which is the substitution method. I'm choosing substitution because my first equation is in standard form, meaning both variables are together on the left side. The second equation has been solved for y. It's already in slope-intercept form. So what I'm going to do is take this expression here, which is equal to y, and everywhere I see a y in the first equation, I'm going to replace it with this. So let's rewrite that and see what that gives us. So instead of x plus y, we're going to have x plus, and then in place of y, negative 2x plus 11 equals 9. So that's coming from this equation here. There isn't a coefficient in front of that y, so there isn't anything to distribute. So this just becomes x, and then plus minus is minus 2x plus 11 equals 9. After we distribute or get rid of parentheses, we should check for like terms, and I see an x and a 2x that I can combine, and x minus 2x is going to leave me with negative 1x plus 11 equals 9. The next step, we have a two-step equation. On the left, we need to undo that constant before we deal with the coefficient in front of the x. So to undo that addition, I'm going to subtract 11 from both sides. On the left, that's just going to leave me with negative x. On the right, that's going to leave me with negative 2. To undo that negative sign, I can either multiply or divide both sides by negative 1. Dividing by 1 will give us the thing back, so negative x divided by 1 is negative x. But if I divide or multiply by negative 1, the negatives will cancel and I'll just be left with x. I need to do that to the other side. On the left, we're left with x. On the right, we're left with 2. To get the y value that goes with it, we go back to that second equation that's been solved for y. So y equals negative 2, and in place of x, I'm going to write our previous answer, 2 plus 11. Doing the multiplication first, we get negative 2 times 2 is negative 4 plus 11. And negative 4 plus 11 is 7. So our solution for this system of equations is 2, 7. There are two more ways that we can do this equation. We know that the second equation is already in slope-intercept form, y equals to negative 2x plus 11. If I can take this first equation, x plus y equals 9, and write it in slope-intercept form, then I can use one of my other two methods. So we want to take this equation and write it in slope-intercept form. So to get y by itself, I need to move the x. So I'm going to subtract that x from both sides. On the left, those x's cancel, and that just gives me a y. On the right, we could write 9 minus x, but I know slope-intercept form, the x term comes first, so negative x plus 9. So that gives me two equations in slope-intercept form. Y equals negative 2x plus 11, and y equals negative x plus 9. In the top equation, our slope, m, is equal to negative 2 over 1, and our y-intercept is 11. On the bottom, our slope is negative 1 over 1, and our y-intercept is 9. So we can graph these equations, or we can use the equal values method. So equal values method, you would take the left, or the right side rather, of both equations and set them equal to each other, because we know that both of these expressions are equal to y. So they must also be equal to each other. I would encourage you in your small groups to take a few minutes and try and graph these two equations, and also try and solve this using the equals values method and check that you get 2, 7 as a solution. Because this system of equations should always intersect at the same point, regardless of how we solved that system. All right, you've got the rest of the period to work on the activity for today, and then you will have a short exit ticket at the end of class. If you have any questions, you can reach me via email. Otherwise, I'll see you on Wednesday or Thursday. I hope you have a great rest of your day.